you can't win a fight you won't have. If you've been in my previous sessions, you'll have seen this before, but I don't think really you can get too much of this message because it's really important. Shopping preference surveys that I've completed with the public, 600 members of the public, asked, given a choice between shopping at a large independent or a local retailer, what would you prefer? 80% of people, unprompted, said they prefer to buy from you. 90% of them said that they believe that you're more important to the local community. 80% of them said that they believe that you care more about customers and service. Now that sentiment's all very well. What you need to do is make damn sure that you deliver on what they think that you're going to deliver on. Yeah? That you are important to the community. The fact that you care more about customers and service is real. How can you do that? I'm going to talk about that in a moment. And why does that happen? Why is there this issue? The big guys are masters of illusion. Yeah? They've got the capacity to buy and sell at a loss. And they set the pace, they set the agenda, they do it on items, on big headline items like laptops, where they'll sell them at practically no margin to get people through the door. Yeah? We know by looking at their reports and accounts, on average, Maplins marks up 80%, we know the likes of B&Q mark up Maplins marks up 100%, B&Q marks up about 80%. Sainsbury's and Tesco are no different, PC World itself the same. Yeah? These businesses have huge costs, they're immensely margin hungry. Okay? They are not businesses that can function without making a good slug of money. Right? But they're setting the agenda and they are promoting the hell out of some headline items that bring people in across the door and give them an impression that overall they're great value. And in actual fact, and I keep using the cables example, that's the best one I've got, I think bags would probably be another good example, where they're making huge amounts of margin in those products. The truth, though, is somewhat different. Yeah? Through that marketing, through those lost leaders, when we use those shopping preference surveys and ask people, unprompted, what would make you use independent retailers more? 23% of people said if they were more price competitive. Hang on. The survey, the retail price comparison, shows that you already are. So it just reinforces that point around who's setting the agenda and how prevailing beliefs are being put into place. Assumptions about whether you're good value or not. The issue is not to make it easy for these big guys. Yeah? Okay, so you might know through the price comparison work that you're better priced. Well, that's all very well, great to feel that. I'm sure it warms everybody's hearts. But you can't afford to gloat over that, be remotely smug or vain about it. Because if you don't speak up, if you don't point out what the truth is, the existing marketing, all their lost leaders, all their huge marketing that goes on all around that will be the only message that's heard. Right? So I put it, there's a fight you need to have. That's why I use those pictures at the beginning. But it's not about price, it's about showing the public they're being duped. I've spoken time and again about picking your battles. Right from the first session this morning about using the retail price comparison data to work out where you have price advantage, legitimate price advantage, and how you can use that to your advantage. Those are the areas that you can compete in. And it's all about assertive, bold, conspicuous marketing. What does that mean? We're going to look at that in particular in a moment. Here's a couple of examples that I've used before today and that we've seen. This whole issue of why pay more. Yeah? It's a great example of where the big guys mark up excessively, you could argue, batteries. They do it. Cables, yeah? We know are hugely marked up by our friends at PC World. What about the internet? Yeah? Why not take that on? By inviting people who are thinking of shopping on the internet to come in and find out, in actual fact, it might not be the best idea that they've ever had. And that was what we spoke about a lot in the previous session.